Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Lynn or LV Handcrafted, and today I want to do a little bit of a side-by-side unboxing of the Spellbinders card kits. And before we dive right in, let me say a quick hello. So, Jay, hello and welcome, my friend. Cece, welcome. Jay, you're so funny. Jay says, I promise to say a few nice things about the kit. Uh, you are free to give us your open and honest opinion, my friend. Meg says hello. Hi, Meg. Welcome. Thanks for joining. I don't know how large of a crowd we'll get here, but I do want to just dive right in because directly after this live stream, I'll actually redirect this stream to my card making video where I actually craft with the April Quick and Easy card kit. And it's a pre-recorded video, but I'm premiering it, so it'll play as if it's running live, and then I'll join you in the chat. So as soon as we get done here, this stream will hopefully, this is the first time I'm doing a redirect. Hopefully, it'll just take you straight to that card making video. Jay says, I love premieres. Hopefully, I did it right, Jay. So we'll see. All right. Welcome, Terry. She says, my phone alarm didn't go off. That's okay. You haven't missed anything. We're just us crafty friends here chit-chatting. Um, well, I recognize most of you, obviously. So, but I don't know if anybody here is a subscriber of the Spellbinders card kits. So let me know with a 1 in the live chat if you have subscribed to the older version, so before 2023. Put a 2 in the chat if you've subscribed to the newer version, so the card kits that they've been putting out since this year, the beginning of this year. And if you're catching on replay, I would definitely love to hear your thoughts on these kits as well. So please leave a comment in the chat. And of course, with all the YouTube things, I know most folks in the chat do already know this because I say it every time, and you're here with me most of my live streams. If you could take a moment to like this stream, that would be really wonderful, and it just helps YouTube, you know, be a little bit more generous with who they show my videos to. And so it just helps folks who might also be interested to find this stream in particular, but my videos in general. And if you know anyone who might be interested in seeing a side-by-side comparison, and I'm actually going to go into like a cost breakdown as well, because I did a little bit of research there. And so you can see that side by side too in a little bit. But hit that share button in case anybody would like to catch this while we're live. And that way, while we're live, if you have any questions, I can try to answer. I do want to preface all of this by saying that I am a brand influencer for Spellbinders, but I don't work for them per se, and I have no inside knowledge. So everything I'm going to talk about today is just from my own um, experience with crafting with the kits, my own impressions, and what bit of research I've done in terms of what I just mentioned about the cost comparison. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. So Sandra has at least tried out one of the quick and easy card kit. So awesome. And it looks like Jay has tried both the new and the old. Terry and Meg, I don't know if you've tried it before. If you are in the live chat, let me know where you're coming from. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever crafted with one of the older kits, that is one of the kits before 2023, and put a 2 in the chat if you've crafted with the new and reimagined quick and easy card kit. Oh, Terry hasn't at all. Meg hasn't at all either. Okay, awesome. Oh, Cece, you've crafted with the older version. Okay, wonderful. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Oh, welcome from the UK. Awesome. What time is it there? I'm just kind of curious. Let me know. Um, okay, so hi, Heather. Welcome. Oh, Heather says at lunch with daughter. I'll catch the replay. Wonderful. Thank you so much for just dropping in to say hi. That's so sweet of you. Okay, so I'm gonna dive in. The Spellbinders card kits are a monthly club kit. You can sign up and quit anytime you want, but if you stay subscribed as a monthly subscriber, then you'll get a new one each month. And if, oh, it's late where you're at, Sandra. Thank you for finding the time to join. And the idea of it is that there's just a lot of really awesome goodies in these kits. And so if you are subscribed, it'll come to you every month. If you don't subscribe, there is the opportunity to get them after that sort of membership sign up period is over, but only if they haven't already sold out. And that's true of all of the club kits. So what I thought I would do is we're not going to really go into the particulars of, showing all of the goodies. This is more to show what have they changed, because what's happened is that the club kits used to come like this. So you can already see the form factor of what you used to get. And by the way, these are still on sale, and there was actually a super sale. A lot of them dropped to $25, and I picked up quite a few. They've since gone back up in price though. But check my YouTube community page, because when I see sales like that, I try to always post them to my community page. That way you can take advantage as well. So these older kits are still available, some of them. And as well, the older quick and easy card kits are available too. So that's always going to be an option if they haven't sold out. And so you can see straight away the difference in sort of form factor. And I'm pretty sure, this is going to save them being Spellbinders in shipping costs. So straight away, I think I see one of the reasons why they kind of moved to this bundle here, because it can fit into a baggie as opposed to a box and a rigid box. And I think that's ultimately saving them a little bit in shipping. So let's do more of a side-by-side, and you can get a sense for what the differences are. And if you have opinions because you've tried them, or you have opinions because you are just coming up with opinions, let me know, because I'd love to hear it either way. So on the right here, I'll have the quick and easy. So that's the newer kits. On the left, I'll have the older pre-2023 kits. So you still get your inspiration sheet, tells you all about what you're going to get, some inspiration for what you can make, and step-by-step instructions for making at least one card. So that has not changed. Then we're going to start to really get into some differences with straight off the cardstock. So in the past, we got full sheets of solid color cardstock, as well as we always got one sheet of the mirror card. And so that was pretty awesome, because it's a pretty generous supply, I would say. Nowadays, what we're getting is this. So what they've done is they have trimmed down the cardstock already into panels. So, and I have crafted with the kit, so this isn't going to be completely full. So instead of typically in the past, hi Cindy, welcome. In the past, it's been 8 sheets of solid color cardstock plus 1 mirror card. Now you're getting essentially a sheet that's been cut into 4. So it's pre-cut into USA 2 size panels, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But if you were to put this all together, it would be 1 US letter. And we're getting it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. So 5 colors of cardstock. So I'm gonna remove 5 sheets from here. And so you can see, on this side, how much more or less we're gonna get. So in the previous kit, we got 3 extra sheets of solid color cardstock plus the mirror card. Then next you get in the kit card bases and envelopes. And I did use up all the card bases, but in the older kit, we used to get 10 of each. In the newer kit, we get 8 of each. So I'm going to just say there's 2 card bases and 2 envelopes extra that we used to get that we're not getting anymore. Then moving on to more paper options, I agree, Jay, 100%. The fuller sheets are really nice for exactly your point right there. You can, because these are nice. They're thick enough. You could make card bases from them, and they're just nice to have in case you were to make a large. Like if you weren't using it for card making, you could use it for other projects that require maybe a larger sheet. So definitely love that. And then in terms of additional paper that you get, in the past we got a paper pad that included 40 sheets, 20 unique designs. They are single-sided, paper quality, not super thick. And hi Virginia, welcome. We are doing a side-by-side breakdown of 2023 quick and easy card kit from Spellbinders and the previous version. So what you're seeing here is going to be kind of what we used to be getting that we aren't so much anymore. Now, these days in the new quick and easy card kit, there is 6x6 pattern paper, but half as much. So in the past, we got 20 unique designs and 2 of each sheet. So now there's 20 unique designs, but 1 of each sheet. So we're getting half as many 6x6 pattern papers. So hi Stacy, welcome. So that's another difference. And then we got a roll of double-sided adhesive tape and a pad of double-sided foam. That's the same. So I'll pull that off since that's the same between previous years and now. Then the other cool thing that I've always really loved about these card kits in general is the ephemera. And as far as I can tell, you get about the same. So I don't think this has really changed. And so I'll set that aside because it's pretty much the same there. Sandra says, I think they could still have put into a pouch, which could be for full-size cards. Do you mean the larger? I think even if they cut in half, I think that would have been good because the Hero Arts kits, they just cut a US letter in half, and that still gives you the option of doing a solid color card base if you want. So I kind of agree with you. There's some compromise there. They went small, which I think might be convenient if you don't have a trimmer, I suppose. But we'll get into like my summary thoughts in a bit. So I'm still unboxing. You do get quite a lot. So then there's stickers generally. So this is where you would maybe get some of your sentiments. Pretty much the same between before and now. And things do start to get a little bit uh, variable at some point. So you do, I think, pretty much always get in the past kits and now chipboard stickers. So basically two sheets of that. So that's pretty much the same. You do get most of the times a little baggie of sequins. So that's pretty much the same before and now. And then things start to get a little bit variable. So when you are shopping for kits, there might be more of some things and less of other things. So this is December's kit, by the way, specifically it's December 2022. Um, it came with chipboard frames, and in the quick and easy kit, we got chipboard alphabet stickers. Lots of love for the ephemera. Yeah, I love the ephemera too. So Jay's a fan, Sandra's a fan, and yes, Cece found the ephemera to be thin. Yeah, I agree. It is just paper. It's not cardstock. So if you're finding it to be a little too thin for your liking, you could just glue it onto some just white cardstock, give it a little bit more sturdiness, and then fussy cut. But um, I don't do that because I'm not a fan of fussy cutting. So that's kind of where this kit ends. So I've finished showing you what is part of the April quick and easy card making kit. Now, the big difference in these kits is that we used to get some stash building elements. So 4x6 stamp set. There we go. And a die set. So that's pretty much the biggest difference in terms of cost, I would say, and a very material difference just depending on the type of crafter you are. Because if you have all the things, like you have a die cutting machine and you have stamping tools and inks, these are, at least for me, where I find the most value of the kit because they last you forever. And so once you've used up everything else, which is a consumable, it's kind of one and done, um and yes, there's opportunity to kind of top off, and for some of these things they are available a la carte so you can get more, but but these you're always going to have, and so I think that to me was the huge difference. But you can see how much this is the pile of what more we got, used to get. And this is kind of the only thing that there wasn't a direct equivalent of, but you could maybe consider these chipboards and these chipboard elements an equivalent, so I could separate that out. So that is my very quick sort of unboxing. And let's see. Just wondering what some folks are thinking. All right. So Jay says, I think half as much pattern papers is a big deal too. Oh, okay. I wasn't as bummed by that, to be honest. Because I have so much pattern paper, it's kind of nice to be able to use something all up. um, oh, that's good to know. Jay said, I'd say 1 in 3 kids had dyes I'll use forever. Yeah, yeah. Often they were very kind of general purpose and things that I think you could see yourself using quite often. And Sandra says, I think it's really disappointing that they no longer have stamps and dies. Yeah, I can totally hear that because I'll be honest, I'm a die cutter kind of paper crafter, so I missed it too. Um, yeah, Jay, I'm gonna get into that actually. But the thing is that I don't know that they always somebody tell me if you know, do they always have a die set with every quick and easy kit? Because I wasn't sure on that. Um, and Virginia agrees, yes, don't like the stamps and dies are gone. Yeah. I th Meg says, "I think they want you to buy the stamps and dies die kits now." Well, the thing is that they always had Cece, I see your question, I'm gonna actually get into that in 2 seconds here. Um, Meg, these days, what they're doing is what they would normally have offered, like, in the kit, they're making as an add-on to the quick and, easy card making kit, but they still have all of their other subscriptions. So they still have their small die of the month, their large die of the month, and all of that. And so so it's meant to be like a smaller little extra add-on to this kit, so the price point is actually I believe it's lower than any of the, club kits, die club kits. So, I think it's still just what you're saying though, Meg, in the sense of they're using this to maybe well, they're using add-ons as a way for folks who miss this to actually buy them if they wanted them, and for people who maybe there were people who never used them because they didn't have a die cutting machine to not feel like they don't wanna buy the kit because there's things in there and one could imagine that this is the bulk of the price of what you're paying for, and if you can't use it because you don't have a die cutting machine, then maybe you're less inclined to buy it at all. So, let me actually, get into the price. So, yes, I believe so, Meg. I think you can get the add-on without buying the kit. So, because it's a separate purchase, and then some of these things, like the paper pad and the ephemera, I think it's also à la carte, so you could buy those separately too. And the subscriptions, you can always sign up to be, like, enrolled in the monthly subscription, but you can always cancel it the next month. It's not like they are, um, contracting you to a certain period. So, okay, so I'm gonna show this, and hopefully hopefully everybody can see this. I know there's a lot of detail here. But let me just explain what I've done and then give you the bottom line in a moment. So everything that I showed and walked through here, what I did was I went onto the Spellbinders website and where I could find the equivalent item, I took the unit price. So for example, the solid color cardstock, they sell in packs of 10 for a certain amount of money. I can't remember off the top of my head. And so I just divide it by the number of the quantity that you get. Hi, Renee, welcome. And that gets you the unit price. Then on the left here, what you see is the previous card kit of the month and how many in terms of quantity of that item you get. And then the column next to that is the retail value, the kit retail value. And then we go to the quick and easy kit. So that's the kits starting in 2023 and the quantity or the number of items you get of that. So for card bases, we used to get 10, now we get 8. And then you can see kind of the retail value of that. And then the last column shows you the difference in value. And so you can see that breakdown all the way down. Um, for as many things as I could find prices for. What I wanna call out, though, is that, I did take a stab in the dark on some things. So, if you look at the leftmost column and you go down to the adhesives, Spellbinders doesn't sell the adhesives as it's configured, this little bundle here. They don't have a product listing for this, but it doesn't really matter because both kits have it. So whatever I put as an estimate there, it doesn't really matter. In terms of if you're trying to compare the cost difference or the price difference or value difference, however you wanna look at it. Um, the other notable thing is that the die set. So the we were just talking a moment ago about the die set that you get in the past. They're selling it if they have it for that month, they are selling it for just $10. And I sort of feel like, folks, you let me know, but I sort of feel like this is more than a I know the packaging is underwhelming, but I feel like this is more than a $10 die set. If you were to buy this, let me know what you think, but wouldn't you pay more than $10 for this? Look at how many dies you're getting. And you get I mean, it makes these. It makes 2 different birds, you get a branch and some leaves, and those are all the dies that you get. So, they're selling this as an add-on these days, to the quick and easy kit for $10. That's if they have one, and I don't know if they always have one. So, there is that. There may not always be a dye add-on, but, I feel like pricing it at $10 was that's a good deal to me. Um, yeah, okay, good. I'm not the only one. Terry says $10 for that dice set is a really good price point, yeah. Yeah, Meg, that's why you asked. Yeah, and, on top of that, I feel like it's a really good deal. Jay says, "I think the old dice sets were pretty high value." I completely agree, but I don't know, for me, they're high value because I'm a die cutting kind of paper crafter, and so I just value dies more. But like I said, $10 for that die set, I feel like is a low price point. And so the line right before die set here is my estimate for stamp set because I haven't seen, and I could be wrong, but I haven't seen an add-on stamp set. But whatever the add-on stamp set, if they're selling the die set for $10, then this has to be less, right? So that was the assumption that I made because the usually dice cost more than stamps. So I just if they're selling this add-on at $10, now I haven't seen if they sell an add-on stamp set, so I don't know the exact price of what they would be pricing it at. So I made the assumption that it would be less, and I priced it on my spreadsheet at $7. And if that's the case, I think that's cheap too. I think that's a really good deal also. So I feel like stamp set, die set. Okay, Sandra says she hasn't seen this an add-on stamp set. Okay. Yeah. And Sandra, yeah, my understanding is this. Sandra says she hasn't seen a mention of an add-on this month for dyes. And this is what and I'll ask my contact at Spellbinders, but my understanding is that among all of the monthly club kits, there will be add-on opportunities for all of them, but not every month all of them. So you might have an add-on to like, for example, April, there was an add-on to the Glimmer of the Month. And I think in the past there have been add-ons to like the new stitching dies of the month. So I think they're rotating which club kits have the special little add-ons. So it's kind of unfortunate that there isn't always a die add-on. I'm a little bummed by that. But if you're looking at, well, how much value am I getting in the previous kit? Now remember, this $61.20 here, I feel like is low because I feel like the value of the die set and the stamp set are low. And the stamp set, I'm just estimating anyways. That's not even pulled from an equivalent that's on the the Spellbinders website. And then for the quick and easy kit, this all totals to $40.48. And the difference in value that you're getting is about $20. Then if we look at how that breaks down in the sense of what you're paying, then because you don't pay that price. And let me hide myself here. So um Spellbinders lists the retail price of the older kits at $60, which is about spot on with my math here. And so I think that's kind of fair of them. They're saying the retail value of the quick and easy kit is 29.50, and my retail value of it is $40. So I think they're even showing, that you're getting a bit of a deal there. If you were to buy all of those items kind of a la carte individually, it's a little bit cheaper, or discounted, should say, to buy it as a bundle. And then what I list below the retail price is the subscriber price. So if you do buy it as a subscriber, like you sign on to buy it monthly, whether or not you keep your subscription the following month, in the past, the kit was 38.50, and today it's 29.50. So you can see there's about like a $10 difference, and that right there is just the difference in the die set, basically. And we've all agreed that how they're pricing the die set, I don't know if we all agree. Many of us agree that when they've priced their add-on die set, when they've had it, they've been pricing it at $10, and you're getting, you know, more than just the die set, in the past in terms of what all came in the past kits compared to the previous kits. So, I feel like, yeah, the previous kits were a phenomenal deal. And you can see the subscriber savings, and if you don't buy it during the subscription enrollment period, then you would have had to either pay the $60 full retail price or shop like me and wait for clearance sales when you can pick it up for something like $25 or $15 even. So, I do feel like the card kits of the past, just strictly speaking in terms of dollar value and what you're getting value for money, just absolutely phenomenal. And I kind of understand, being on the business side, that maybe that sort of discount wasn't sustainable long term for them. And so from that perspective, I feel like I can somewhat understand the reason for why they moved to this new sort of reconfiguration. And so for that reason, I think that logically makes sense to me. It's just an assumption. Like I said, I am a brand influencer for Spellbinders, but I really get zero inside knowledge into these things. So I'm just, for the purposes of this conversation that we're having, I'm just a consumer like you, making my best guess. But I do kind of feel like they were very steeply discounting the value of what all we got in the previous kits. And I feel like it's understandable if, especially today's economy with a lot of things, increasing in cost and shipping and all of that, that, it sort of makes sense from a business perspective. And from the perspective of I'm gonna just be flipping back and forth. Let me know if you wanna see the Excel sheet again. But from the perspective of, like, reconfiguring it into this tidy little bundle, I think shipping is less expensive for them. I think they are able to maybe hit a broader audience as well because Spellbinders is I think they more, or less really started and focused quite a bit on dyes and die cutting. And there are a lot of different types of paper crafters out there and some who don't have die cutting machines. Now, these die sets, they were always small enough to where you just needed like a little if you didn't have a full-on machine, you just needed something small like this. All of these dies would go through this. And I found for the most part that was the case for all of the previous kits. The dies were small enough to go through one of the mini machines. And, but that's not to say that everybody has one, so or should run out to buy one if they don't. So I feel like, this, new configuration, it it kind of helps the folks who were never interested in all of this stuff still feel like they can buy this and then it's not a waste, because they are getting what they're gonna use and not more than that. So that to me, it kind of also makes sense from a strategy point of view. I just kind of wish that they maybe always had these as add-ons so that for folks like me who really miss this, that sure, we can just buy it à la carte then. And I feel like even if you did buy it à la carte, it's a good deal, at $10 if that's how they're pricing this. Kind of feel like it's a good deal. So Jay says, I think the new kit has a better profit margin. Yeah, you're probably right there, Jay, because the dyes I'm sure cost more and the stamps cost more to actually manufacture. So, because they were so steeply sort of discounting this kit, if we flip back to this, it was it was being sold at the subscription price anyways of 38.50 with the retail price at around $60. So, it's already discounted quite a bit, whereas my math for the quick and easy kit is $40 and they're selling it for 30. Um, so I do feel like the profit margin for the business is probably higher with the new configuration. And so I don't know, Jay, do you pay shipping when you subscribe? Because I would imagine the shipping costs, if Spellbinders is also eating the shipping costs, shipping these smaller kits probably also cheaper for them too. And so, yeah, you're right, Jay. The $40 to $60 card kit market is pretty competitive. I think that is another you bring up a really good point because the dropping price a little bit to be more in that $30 range in today's economy especially, maybe it makes it more attainable for folks because I think pretty much the companies that you're mentioning, Jay, most of them are a little bit on that higher end. And so maybe that just puts it kind of out of the price range for somebody. So I do kind of feel like that's a fantastic point because of just who their audience and being able to get crafty goodness to a larger audience. Sandra says, I agree about the add-ons or if they offered the two different. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Oh, I should finish reading out loud. Finish the rest of your statement in my head. Or if they offered the 2 different kits, one with the dice and one without. Yeah, I see, here's the thing, like, this could easily fit into this bundle. So, I feel like if reconfiguring it into, like, the smaller bundle, like, shipping if that was an issue, just having the option, with or without stamp and dies, and just letting you kinda tweak that, that would be a really nice compromise. So, okay. CC says club members don't pay shipping. So I think they're saving quite a bit in the shipping cost by condensing it down to this, but this wouldn't add that much more. eh, So if it was like what Sandra was saying, just have it be an option. Do you want this without the stamp and dies, or do you want it with the stamp and dies? And, pay a little bit extra. It wouldn't change shipping all that much, I wouldn't think, because it's all, same size. So so I kinda feel like, that's just in terms of breakdown of costs and everything, I was scared to do this, and because you just never know what those numbers are gonna end up being, but obviously, Spellbinders did their math too, and their number in terms of retail cost of the, pre previous card kit of the month is pretty spot on with what I ended up with, so I do miss it, but I did craft with this, so this was the first quick and easy kit. April was the first quick and easy kit that I've crafted with, and I'll be honest, I had a lot of fun crafting with it. I didn't actually miss the dies. But I will say one thing though, what I did find a little bit, because I crafted, and if you all wanna hang out with me, for the premiere of that video directly after this stream, we can chat more in the live chat. I'll join you in the chat. But what I missed was I felt like this as your primary place to get sentiments was a little too limiting. Um, I mean, there's a good variety here, but that was my main uh that was the main thing that I noticed in terms of the practicality of crafting with the kit, because this was basically uh maybe there were sentiments. Oh, that's part of that one. There might have been sentiments. Yeah, there's some sentiments as part of this, but not a lot. And so that's where having the stamp set was always really nice, because the stamp set, look at all the sentiments you get. And so I feel like that was what I was missing most crafting with the quick and easy kit. And so that was maybe the biggest difference. And that's otherwise I didn't feel limited in what I was able to make. What I am curious to do is to try to actually flip a quick and easy card kit. So I might try to do that, just like I flip the other club Spellbinders club kits that I get. So that'll be an interesting an interesting exercise. So I'm not going to be getting these indefinitely in the future, but I do have next month's. I have May's, and I think that might be the last one I'll be getting, um because I actually had to request it to in order to try it out, and Spellbinders was nice enough to send me a couple kits so that I could do that and have this live stream and chat it out with all of you. So so that is basically all I had prepared to talk about. And if you don't have the time to hang out with me during the premiere of my card making video, I'll just I'll just quickly show you, just briefly, the cards that I made using only um, the contents of the quick and easy kit. So I made 8 cards, so I use all of the card bases, and look how much I still have. I have a lot of this kit left. I didn't even use that one. I forgot about it, I guess. And I didn't use this. You know why? This doesn't seem to go, color-wise with like, that doesn't really it was weird. This doesn't seem to go with that, so I didn't use this at all. Um, but if you all wanna hang out oh, Jay says I did a whole, Kendra's card challenge set using one of them, and it looks like I didn't use any ephemera. I know, right? This is super generous. And you get 2 of each, so if you're like Jay and you sell your cards, you could always make 2 and sell both. So that's really cool. And there's always like really wacky stuff in there. I love it. I love it for that reason. Okay, so um unless there are any questions, and I'll give everybody a moment, because I see things on a little bit of a delay. But what I'm gonna do is when this stream ends, it will redirect you to the premiere video pre-recorded of this. Pop on over for at least the beginning part of that because I do want to thank Terry. She just signed up as a new member to my channel. And what I'm going to do, I should say, what I've already done is if you pop on over to the live premiere of my card making video, you could just hang out here. You don't have to click on anything, it should take you straight there once the stream ends. I am gifting memberships to my channel. So I have purchased 5 memberships of my channel at the $4.99 Love You a Latte level. And if you pop on over to that premiere video, I think it's random who gets the gifted memberships. So just pop on over and you can see if you win a membership to my channel. So Sandra says you can make a load of cards with the kids. Yeah, I've made them as gifts so friends and family has some cards. Oh yeah, that's a wonderful idea. I've done that too. When I got Santa Lane, I made a lot of cards and I used a lot, and then what I didn't use, I combined into like little gift sets and I gave them as presents. So Jay says, uh, you can add card bases and card kits, you can get tons of cards. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I basically used all 8 card bases, and I still have a ton, but you're gonna need to be able to make your own card bases. Hi, Cordelia, welcome. We're actually just wrapping up right now, and so, I am going to what I'm gonna do it doesn't look like there are any questions about the card kits, but we can actually continue this conversation in the live chat while we watch me make these cards. So, yep, Terry, I agree. Great way to gift card sets. Never thought of doing that, but my daughters would love that. Yeah. And these are you'll see when if you hang out with us to watch the premiere together, they come together pretty quickly. I'm actually introducing in my premiere video my newest mini one sheet wonder. So hang out with us when this stream ends. It'll take you to that video and we can all watch and chat together. But actually, let me do this. Let me also, just in case, because I don't know, this is the first time I'm doing a redirect from a live stream to, well, really anything. So I'm not 100% sure if this works the way I think it'll work or I want it to work. So what I'm gonna do is I am actually going to copy and paste. That is the next video we're gonna be directed to. So you can stay here. It should take you there right after I hit, end stream, and I'll meet you over there, and we can chat while we watch that video together. Okay? So, thank you everybody who joined me either live or caught this on replay. I hope that if you were curious to see the difference between the new quick and easy card kit of the month and the former card making kit, that this was helpful, informative. I honestly feel like I don't mind the changes, though there are some things I kind of wish for, namely the dies. But I'm not mad at this new configuration, and I found it just as easy to craft with. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, and if you have some more time, hang out for a little bit longer and you'll get redirected to my other card making video. So see you all over there. Bye everybody.